Good morning. It is June the 3rd. So, just a quick garden update. The lemon tree is growing. Blueberries, maybe not in the best shape. I still suspect that it's a soil acidity issue. Been trying to give it diluted vinegar. I may have overshot the mark with pH. My pH meter broke and I didn't realize it. So, I'm hoping I didn't actually kill the plant by going too low with pH this last watering. But as you can tell, it's definitely got some berries on it, and they're even kind of vaguely blue colored. Most of the leaves are green, although some are looking a little bit rough. So hopefully, I did put sulfur into the ground. So hopefully here in the next few weeks, it'll start to turn around and maybe grow and get healthier. Meanwhile, potatoes are starting to die back. That's sort of normal and expected. These are 3-month-old potato plants. They were planted in the middle of March. It's now it's early June. So, it normally takes about 100 days for potatoes to mature, depending on the variety. So, I was expecting here in the next couple of weeks that they're going to really start to die back. So, I'm not too worried when I see stuff like this over here. Um, Meanwhile, zucchinis are going crazy. There's at least one zucchini down there that's probably getting close to being harvested. It's about 6 inches. We got some big old flowers on our squash plants. Same over here on the Black Beauty. There's some big fruit here on the vine. Big vine. This guy is easily more than 4 feet tall and probably about 4 feet wide. I really did not give enough space for this plant just because I didn't know what to expect. So now I know what to expect, and that is definitely give more space for zucchinis. But there's several fruits down there, one kind of on that flower. So I'm expecting I'll be able to start picking zucchini off of there soon. The tomatoes are also getting large. Some of these plants are as tall as I am. We've got 3 plants. I believe one of them is cherry, one of them is Rutgers, and one of them is Roma. And I think that one's the Roma, the short one. I think the tall one here is the cherry, if memory serves, although I'd have to go back and look at my notes to confirm that. But yeah, these guys are at least 5 feet tall. I'm 5'7", so with a little bit more growth, they'll be taller than I am. And I'm getting a little worried. They've got cages, they've got stakes, but eventually they might start to flop over. Onions, I did pull 1 or 2 up just to look at them. They've obviously got a little bit more to go. They're, maybe that big. They're not fully mature yet, but they're getting there. Meanwhile, cilantro has been bolting, so the flavor has definitely been getting less pronounced, which is not fun. Basil has been doing really great. Got a couple of basil plants over here. Beans have been going crazy. I really didn't give enough space for beans either. And there's definitely a lot of beans on here. Just pick it up, you'll see, we got a bean here, we got beans down here. So I need to come out here and collect my beans. Likewise, peas. It's kind of late in the season for peas, but I did get quite a few to grow, and I've got probably at least 1 meal's worth of peas, just dangling here off of sorry, you can't see that. Just dangling here. So I need to come collect my peas. More basil over here. In fact, one of the basil plants is almost completely overrun by beans. That's how out of control my beans are right now. Likewise, cucumbers. So I believe these are the market mores. And, there's one there that's flowering. It's really way too small to be flowering. It really got stunted by cold weather because I planted them too early, and also made the mistake of not unwrapping the sort of paper or fabric material on the peat pellets, which stunted the root growth. So I did take those off, and it's looking a little healthier, but I don't think those plants are ever going to recover. There's three, you can see 1, 2, 3 more cucumbers that I just transplanted in. One of them is kind of getting overrun by a combination of marigolds and beans, so I may need to move that one. Peppers are growing. I even saw some little, what looked like the beginnings of pepper fruit on one of them. In fact, there's one you can kind of see here, they're little bulbs. I pinched it off of that plant. I haven't pinched this plant yet, but we definitely want those plants to get a little bigger before they start fruiting. These cucumbers, on the other hand, I think these are the pickle bush, and I may be getting them mixed up. But these guys have been growing like gangbusters over the past few weeks. They're actually the same age as that little shrubby one. So they also did experience the cold, but they seem to have handled it better. And also I did not make the mistake of forgetting to unwrap their roots when they were first put in. So that really goes to show you that strong, healthy roots early on are so important to getting a good outcome, because these are going to be, if they aren't already, it's only a matter of time before these guys start putting out cucumbers, and I'm going to need to be watching those like a hawk so that they don't mature. More beans that are out of control over here. Need to do, you see those are pretty big, a bean harvest. They're kind of starting to overrun this pepper plant. That's why I have these stakes here to try to hold the beans back a little bit to give more space for the peppers. More lettuce that has been growing like crazy. Most of my lettuce I have pulled up and thrown in the compost because it has been bolting, and that's no good. Had plenty of issues with bugs on my broccoli, but oh, let me show you. There's some cilantro that's starting to bolt. Again, it's getting too tall. We finally have broccoli head, so we're really starting to get some usable plant. Despite this being 3 feet tall, it's just now getting real broccoli in it. Marigolds, got plenty of marigolds. It looks like they're finally starting to put maybe up some flowers. I've got a whole box over here that's just marigolds that is just now starting to bloom. Strawberry plants getting big and fat, making big fat berries. Onions are growing too. Watermelon vines have been just really bombing out here this past week. I mean, I think this has doubled in size in the past week. This one over there is pretty big too. I'm still in the process of digging the ground up where the mats are, so I'm probably going to leave it as is unless there's a good reason to change it. But you can tell, like, these watermelon plants, they're growing like crazy, and I'm hoping that I'll get some watermelons out of them. Likewise, the sunflowers are really starting to grow fast, and I'm starting to see the beginnings of flowers on them. You can see the kind of baby flowers on these guys. These are about 5 feet tall. They kind of stop growing after the flower really grows, but it wouldn't surprise me if they add another foot or so before they really stop growing. When I've grown these in the past, they've gotten easily to 6, 7, 8 feet. So we're going to have a lot of sunflowers this year. And pumpkins. So these were planted about a week ago. I've got some corn here. Pumpkins. I've already thinned them, so there originally were, I think, 18 seeds put in, and now there's just 9 plants. I tried to spread them out as best I could. These are old campaign signs from last year that are edging this. I really dug up this area best I could. There's still obviously some grass roots in there, because occasionally I am seeing little grass pop up, not corn, but grass. So I'm having to thin that out. Meanwhile, the other corn I think this is the Io Chief, is not really getting tall, but it's getting fat. So not quite sure what's going on. I did put down some landscape fabric around it to try to kill off competing plants. I had some cardboard there that was doing that, but I don't think it was doing it very well. And you know, of all I've probably tried planting 3 dozen peanut seeds, and this remains the only peanut plant, this little one here, that probably could just be in a regular pot rather than this big container. So not a lot of luck with peanuts this year. I'll have to keep trying. I did put some just raw peanuts from the grocery store over here in the peanut patch, or a pumpkin patch. It definitely isn't a peanut patch, but just haven't seen any of them sprout. That one is the Tennessee Red that I got from Amazon. I went through 2 packs just to get 1 plant, which is not a great rate. So pumpkins, big success. Some of the cucumbers are going to be a big success. Beans and zucchinis, successful beyond my wildest dreams. We've got some carrots here. I'm not quite sure how big the carrots have to get before I can harvest them, but got some carrots here. Anything else I haven't mentioned? Yeah, so, and I pulled there was spinach down here. You can see there's an empty box that's got some weeds in it. I need to cut those weeds out, but I just harvested the spinach yesterday because it was bolting and it was time for it to go. So hopefully time to have a changeover in seasons, and I know it's going to get hot, it's going to get drier, so it's time for our summer plants and to say goodbye to our early spring plants. Anyway, love y'all. Bye.